When your dog suddenly puts their paw on you, on your hand, your leg, or even your face, do you actually know what they're really trying to tell you? Most people think it's just cute. Some assume it's just a random habit. But here's what almost nobody realizes. Your dog is sending a very specific message in that moment. Something they've been trying to communicate with you for a long time. And the way you respond to that paw, every single day, is either quietly deepening the bond between you two or slowly teaching them to stop trying. Today, I'm going to reveal exactly what it means, and stay until the end, because I'm going to show you the rarest thing a dog can ever say with their paw. Something most owners completely miss. Watch this whole video, because after today, you will never look at your dog's paw the same way again. First thing you need to know, this is never just a random habit. Your dog has so many ways to get your attention. They can bark, whine, nudge you with their nose, jump up, pace around, or stare at you from across the room until you feel it. But they chose the paw. That choice is not random, it's deliberate. Animal behaviorists who study dog communication say the paw touch is one of the most intentional signals a dog can give. It's quiet, it's controlled, it's low pressure. When your dog decides to use their paw on you, they've made a calculation. This person is worth the gentle approach. They'll listen without me having to escalate. Think about that for a second. Out of every loud, impossible to ignore tool they have, they pick the softest one. Because they trust you to notice. But here's where it gets really interesting. It's not just that they put their paw on you, it's exactly where they put it. That location is the real message. When the paw lands on your arm or your hand, that's usually their most common gentle ask. They're saying, "Hey, I need you right now. Your attention, your reassurance. Just a sign that you see me." It's the quietest "excuse me" a dog knows how to give. When they press their paw against your leg, something different is happening. Dogs do this most often in uncertain moments, during a thunderstorm, when there's a new person in the house, or when they feel tension in the room they can't name but absolutely feel. They're not asking for anything. They're steadying themselves through you. Your presence is literally helping regulate their nervous system. Now the chest, that's rarer and it means something deeper. Research on dogs in strong human bonds shows that calm physical contact can actually synchronize a dog's heart rate with their owners. When your dog rests their paw on your chest, they may be instinctively searching for your heartbeat, using your steady rhythm to find their own calm. And then, the face. If your dog has ever placed their paw gently on your face, that is the most significant placement of all. Your face is where everything lives. Your eyes, your breath, every expression they've ever read about you. A dog who touches your face has decided there is no part of you they need to be cautious around. None. They've let their guard down completely. Here's the beautiful part. Sometimes the lightest touch, a single paw barely resting against your skin with no weight behind it, is the loudest thing your dog will ever say to you. You just have to know how to listen. And here's something that will completely change the way you feel the next time that paw lands on you. That gentle gesture didn't start with you. It started long before your dog could even open their eyes. Newborn puppies are completely helpless. They can't see. They can't hear. Their entire world is touch, warmth, and scent. One of the very first things they learn is to press their tiny paws against their mother while nursing. That pressing motion does two powerful things at once. It stimulates milk flow, and it creates a deep feeling of safety that gets wired straight into their brain, so deeply that it never fully leaves. Your dog outgrew the need for milk a long time ago, but they never outgrew the emotional association that came with it. So when your adult dog places their paw on you, especially in a quiet moment with no obvious request attached, they're running that same ancient program. Their nervous system is reaching back to the very first comfort they ever knew. In that moment, you have become what their mother once was. That soft paw is quietly saying, "I'm home. I'm safe. I can finally breathe now." But sometimes your dog isn't asking for anything at all. Sometimes they're responding to something you haven't even noticed yet. Here's what the science tells us. Dogs can detect cortisol, the stress hormone your body releases, through scent alone. A study published in Physiology and Behavior confirmed that dogs can reliably identify stress in human breath and sweat samples, even when the person showed no outward signs of distress. Beyond scent, dogs are extraordinary readers of microsignals. The subtle shift in your weight before you stand up, the slight change in your breathing pattern, the tiny tension in your shoulders, before you've even decided how you feel about something. Research consistently shows that dogs read human body language more accurately than any other animal, including our closest primate relatives. So when your dog quietly puts their paw on you during a calm evening when nothing seems wrong, pause and consider this possibility. Something felt different about you. Something small. Something you hadn't noticed yet. But they did. They can't ask, "Are you okay?" They have no words for what they sensed. They have exactly one way to reach across that gap, and they use it. Your dog isn't always asking for something when that paw lands on you. Sometimes they're offering something. They felt the shift in you before you did, and they reached out the only way they know how, with a gentle paw and a quiet, "I'm right here." And now we come to the most important part, the one most owners completely misunderstand. This is the behavior I mentioned at the very beginning. Your dog places their paw on you gently. You're busy, distracted, not fully present. You don't respond. So they try again, a little more insistently. Maybe a second time, a third time. The pawing becomes stronger, almost frantic, and at that point, many owners do the same thing. They push the paw away and say, "Stop it." They read the escalation as demanding or annoying behavior, but here's what's actually happening. Your dog started with the quietest, most polite version of reaching out, the gentle, low-pressure way. When it didn't land, they tried harder, not because they're being difficult, but because the message still needed to get through and they hadn't given up on you yet. Animal behaviorists note that escalating pawing almost always signals one of three things. Physical discomfort, they need you to notice emotional distress that's building. Or, and this is the one most owners never consider, they've sensed something about you that concerns them and they're trying harder because you still haven't responded. When you push that paw away, here's what your dog registers. "I tried to tell you something important and you told me to stop." So the next time the pawing starts to escalate, please do this instead. Pause. Put down what you're doing. Make eye contact. Give them just 10 full seconds of your real presence. What they're trying to say will usually become clear on its own. Remember this. The dog who paws at you most insistently is not the most demanding dog in the world. They are the most desperate to be understood. Finally, I want to share with you the rarest thing a dog can ever say with their paw. Everything we've talked about so far involves your dog using their paw to send a message, a need, a feeling, or a response to you. There's intention behind it. But there's one version that is completely different. When your dog places their paw on you and holds it there completely still, no tension in their body, no restlessness, no request being made at all, just a soft paw resting against you with nothing attached to it. That gesture carries a meaning most owners never fully understand. Dogs are built for readiness. Every instinct in their body is wired to be able to move, react, run, or respond in a split second. 4 paws on the ground means they're prepared for anything. It's a posture of survival, not comfort. But when your dog lifts one paw and rests it on you, they have voluntarily given up some of that readiness. They've made themselves slightly less able to react, slightly less prepared for whatever might come next. They did that on purpose. In the wild, that would be a real risk. An animal caught off guard with compromised footing is an animal in danger. Every part of their survival wiring knows this, yet your dog set all of that ancient instinct aside, not because they forgot, not because they got lazy. They did it because in that moment, with their paw resting against you, their nervous system made a decision that overrode thousands of years of instinct. I don't need to be ready. Not here. Not with this person. That still, quiet, weightless paw resting on you with no agenda attached, that is your dog's most honest sentence. It means, you are the place where I don't have to be afraid anymore. Now you know the truth. Every time your dog puts their paw on you, they're not just touching you. They're talking to you in the only language they have. Sometimes they're asking for attention. Sometimes they're steadying themselves through your calm. Sometimes they're offering comfort because they sensed you needed it first. And sometimes they're simply saying, "With you, I don't have to be afraid anymore." The way you respond to that paw is either quietly deepening the beautiful bond between you two, or slowly teaching them to stop trying. So the next time that paw lands on you, stop for a second. Don't just pat them and keep scrolling. Look into their eyes. Stay in that moment. Let them know the message landed. Because the more you listen, the more they will speak to you. Now I want to hear from you. What does your dog's paw mean in your home? Have they ever rested it on your face? On your chest? Or maybe they paw more insistently when you're stressed? Drop a comment below with your dog's name and tell me exactly where and when they do it. I read every single one. If this video helped you understand your dog even a little bit deeper, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel. and subscribe so you never miss the next video. We're building a community of people who truly want to understand their dogs, not just own them. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. You're already a better dog parent just for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Give your furry best friend an extra gentle scratch from me, and remember, they're not just pets, they're family.